All right. Well, today we are going to meet we're not going to talk about any English concepts. We're just going to do some business, make sure that everybody knows what's expected of them and is on the same page and gets a chance to answer your question. I get a chance to answer your questions. First, I want to let you in on a great success today. I had to go take someone to work, and on my way back, actually works at Walmart, and I went in and I found white gold for sale, a whole bunch of it. The whole thing was full. So if you need toilet paper, Highway 10's Walmart has a whole big display of toilet paper now. I want to tell you, first let's go over the lesson plans, okay? And then I want to tell you some things that I think will help you. So let me share this lesson plan with you real quick. All right, this is a printout of the entire week, and this is the way I'm going to be doing it from now on. I'm not going to use the homework section of it at all. So everything that you need to know is going to be in the lesson plans portion of the of RenWeb, including anything that's upcoming. So here's how it's going to be displayed. We'll look at yesterday's work. Write or video your poem for practice. And this is going to be, I'm going to always put the LMS assignment number as soon as I know it right there. So when you see this task, it's going to have, you're going to easily be able to tie it back to the LMS assignment that you have to upload the information on, okay? Hopefully that's helpful. Also, it said for grammar, let's see. I guess I didn't put the spelling vocabulary, so I'll add that. For grammar, watch intro video and complete grammar assignment, and then here's the LMS assignment for it. Okay. And then it says upcoming, and everything below here are not assignments due that day. These are just reminders of things coming up in the week. Okay, so it says that you're going to have a poetry test or quiz over 10 lines on April the 8th, which is tomorrow, and that's the quiz assignment number, okay? That one you're going to do with video. Just cover your eyes like you did before and recite it, and you'll get credit. I mean, I'm going to make a deal with you, okay? And this is a good deal. You need to take this deal. This is going to be the last, Sonnet 43 is going to be the last poem we do this year. And if you want to memorize it this week, then you can be done with it. Okay? So if you memorize the whole poem and, recite it with your eyes closed and post it on Wednesday's quiz or Friday's quiz, depending on how long it takes you to memorize it, from the point that you get it done and you make an A, you don't have to do any of the daily uploads for practice, and you don't have to do the quizzes. You'll just get your A and be done with it. Okay, so that's a good deal, and I hope you take it, because that's going to be less work for you to do on a daily. All right, that offer is good from now until we finish it. The natural 2 lines every, two additional lines every couple of days way. Okay, so it's reminding you here that you have that quiz. It's reminding you that you have the Chapter 8 test tomorrow. That's open book. And then I'll put in the spelling vocabulary because I just left it out for some reason. You have spelling vocabulary. You have literature and poetry tomorrow. Of course, poetry you can do offline. But in the time period during our class tomorrow, which would be from 11:45 to 12:30, I'm going to have both of those quizzes open, or the quiz and the test open. That would be spelling, vocabulary, and your literature for Unit 8. And those are both open book, and you just get them done and turn them in, and hopefully you'll do well on them. And then I'll close it at the end of that period. The thing too, I really wish that you would do is, I want you to formulate a strategy for this, since it's, and I think you can use this forever, this strategy. But so you got 45 minutes to take this test. I would start with the one is easiest, probably spelling vocabulary for you guys. And I would take however much time you think it's, let's say, you got 45 minutes, half of that would be 22 and a half minutes. So maybe you say, I'm going to try to get all of the questions answered in 15 minutes, looking up what I need to, but you know that 3/4 of those questions, 15 of the 20 questions are going to be from the current list, and then 5 will be from anything in the past. Okay, try to get in 15 minutes. Try to get everything answered, and looking up what you need to look up, and then at the end of that, go back and take the last 5 minutes of your 20-minute allotment and go and try to look up things that are harder to find. So, but you don't want to run out of time and not have questions answered. So maybe that kind of strategy would work good for you. And then on the literature as well, you've got that literature study guide that you made. So to have that with you, because that's going to be your fast answer. So you get you see a question, there's going to be 20 questions on that. You see a question, you see if it's on your study guide. If it isn't, give it your best guess, mark the number on your page, and move to the next one. And try to get all the answers that are on your study guide answered in 15 minutes. And then you have from then until 12:30 to look up the harder ones in your book, because it's going to be hard to look up things in your book. But you have it's open book. No one should make a 40 on any one of these. I mean, you can look up the answers, right? So let's make sure that we're putting in the effort that it takes to make a good grade on these open book tests. That literature one is for a test grade. The spelling one is for a quiz grade. Okay. Now, anybody have any questions about that? Raise your little blue electronic hand if you do. I don't see any blue hands. All right, moving on. I want to demonstrate. Some of you don't know how to look up your lesson plans in RenWeb. And so I'm going to take a minute and demonstrate that so that you know. All right. So I'm going to share my screen to you. We're going to go into Firefox, and we're going to go through the SCA website way. So in your browser, www.swchristian. This is the new website. I hope you've looked. Under resources, you can click resources. And then scroll down to RenWeb. And there are 3 options. You got Faculty Web, Parents Web, and Learning Management. You know what Learning Management is. Faculty Web is clearly for the faculty, for the staff. And then you have Parents Web. Now, you're not a parent, but Parents Web is where you go as well, because Parents Web has a student option. So click that. Okay, I just muted everybody out just so that we wouldn't have any noise. District code, is SC-AR. I set up a username called Johnny Test so that I could demonstrate this stuff. And then you choose student because you're a student. And it'll show you this information from the student's point of view. Now, I know a lot of you already know this, so thank you for being patient. You go under the student menu here, and then click lesson plans. And this is your, hold on, I gotta, there. Okay, so, and now I've got to erase your annotation. All right. Don't screw around with the meeting, please, people. All right, so all the teachers have agreed as of yesterday that lesson plans is the gospel. That's the place where we're going to put everything, and we're not going to put anything in this homework section over here anymore. You'll see things in here, but this is all stuff that was auto-generated by LMS. I'm giving you permission to ignore homework because all the teachers have agreed to only use lesson plans. This should be everything that you need, including reminders of things. Like if you look at mine, it says upcoming, you've got spelling, vocabulary. Oh, okay. So I guess the printout I had was old because it has, oh, this is not you though. This user is a 7th and 8th grader. But you can see I've got the assignments for the day, the daily Cyber Day work right there. And then any upcoming reminders are just right down there for you. You can go here. If it's on here, then you should find it in LMS. But you can go here first, okay? So I want to make sure everybody knows how to do that. It's the same login and password as you use for LMS to get into this, okay? All right. Any questions about that? Okay. The last thing I want to show you is on my page. That's not it. I'll show it to you though. swchristian.com, resources, Mr. Jamie. If you go there, I've got this video that explains how to send your video to LMS using Google Drive. If you are having problems with videos and you haven't watched this, watch it and duplicate what I did here to use Google Drive. Once you get it to load to Google Drive, then it'll attach to your assignments like that. Really easy. It's just you have to wait quite a while to get it up to Google Drive. So you'll probably want to turn off your auto lock on your phone if you're using your phone. Okay. And then you can, in just a moment, in about 20 minutes, this meeting that we're having right now is going to be listed right here under English sessions on my webpage. It'll say like these are the ones I've already done today. It'll say under 9th and 10th grade, 4/7/2020 Zoom, and you click on Zoom and it'll take you to the video. This is our last session that we had together. You should have already gotten a lot of folks. Okay, so if you want to be reminded of what we talked about then, it's recorded and on there. Okay, and of course, anybody that didn't show up for this class will be able to go back there and look at it. You guys have gotten, all of you who are here and the people who contacted me and said they're having trouble, like, let's see, remind me. I know, Brianne, you said it was who that was having trouble getting on?
Austin Peppers.
Austin Peppers. And then I know that Brandy Houston went through Jillian, I think, right, to say that she was having trouble, or went through someone to say that she was having trouble getting on.
It was
so those
Haley Allen.
Oh, Haley, thank you, Haley. So those two people I'm giving full credit as well. And then the people that, if ever you sleep through one of these sessions, then you can watch the video to get partial credit, but you got to tell me that you watched it, okay? So you got to make sure that oh, I'm sorry, but I watched the video, and then I'll ask you a question about it or something to make sure you did. And then you can get partial, like 80% or something. All right, now we are not going to meet every day. We are only going to meet on Tuesdays at this time, every Tuesday. Is that acceptable to everybody? Just once a week. That way we can connect. We can see each other's pretty faces. We can smile at each other. You can ask me questions and everything. But well, let me ask you. I'm looking at your faces, those of you who I can see faces. These videos that I'm posting, they're adequate to teach this without going through Zoom classes, are they not? Are you doing okay with these? You're watching the video and then following the lines? Okay, this is how I want to do it. I think it allows you to do it on your own time. Downside is, like, right today, I've already posted your video for today. I don't think I've posted tomorrow's yet. I'm going to try to get it done tonight. And so I'm going to be a day behind probably. I mean, I'm sorry, just one day ahead of you probably, but I won't have those videos for the whole week unless I'm really overachieving. I'm helping other teachers with their videos and stuff too, so it's hard to get it all done a week ahead of time. But I'll try to get as early as I can. But anyway, by the day they're on the schedule for you to do those, I should have those videos ready for you. If you have any questions, you better be texting me. Don't sit around worried about something and not get your question answered. Please text me so that I know that you got a problem and I can help you, because I will. Promise I will. Reese, yes, I'm unmuted you. What would you like to say?
So, whenever you said that we could say the whole poem,
Yes.
or whatever, you meant, I wandered lonely as a cloud.
Is that the one we're on? I think so.
Right?
Yeah. Uh-huh. The one we're doing right now?
Yes.
Yep. And that'll be the last one we do. So if you can recite the whole thing for me with your eyes covered on a video and upload it to either Wednesday or Friday's quiz, then I will give you your 100 or your A, and you will not be required to take any of the other poem homework or quizzes from now until the end of the school year. So whenever you get that done is when you will be finished with poetry. Okay? And I'm not pressuring you to do it this week. I don't care if you do it this week or not. I just want to give you the option to overachieve if you want, because then you don't have to worry about continuing to do that day to day. But as long as you haven't done that, I need your daily practice and or quizzes uploaded, okay? Anyone have any other questions about that? No, that means we covered it all really well, I guess, doesn't it? Hey, I miss you guys. I really do. I'm sorry we're having to do this mess. I'm really sorry because it's harder for me. It's harder for me to make all these videos. But anyway, you guys are, those of you who are turning in your work, you're doing great. Those of you who aren't, oh, it's going to hurt when it's time to look at your grades whenever they come in. I've got a lot of grading to do. So you actually, if it's an item is late but it's open, you can probably slip it in on me, because I have not graded all the last 2 weeks stuff. So, all right, I am done. Last chance for questions. I love you. I will see you next time. Don't forget about your quizzes and tests tomorrow. Be on time for your class so you get all that time. Bye, guys.